What is up, my friends? It's RJ here, and if you're looking to pick up a new Apple Watch in 2020, you probably have your eyes set on the new Series 5. And you know what? I don't blame you. If you buy one, you most certainly will not be disappointed. But what you might not realize is that alongside Apple's flagship wearable, Apple is also selling its least expensive Apple Watch ever in the Series 3. Apple slashed the price of the 38mm Series 3 to $199 US, half the price of the Series 5. Now the question becomes, is the Series 5 actually 2 times better, or should you save your money and go with the Series 3? Let's find out. But quickly, before we begin, if this is your first time here on this channel, it would be really helpful if you guys could leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel, because we are on that quest for 1,000 subscribers, and your support would go a long way in helping me out. I've had the Series 3 for over 2 years now. I got it a couple of weeks after its launch date in September of 2017, and it's aged gracefully ever since, to say the least. While Apple is touting the Series 5 as the next generation of wearables, not much has really changed from the Series 3 it's still selling. With both watches, you pretty much get the same features: an optical heart rate sensor, GPS, NFC, wireless chip, altimeter, emergency SOS, speaker, Wi-Fi, LTE, and water resistance up to 50 meters. Although the Series 5 does come with a compass. I'm not sure if a compass is a great incentive to pick up a Series 5, but hey, if that's what you're into, you do you. I think what a lot of people will find useful is the built-in ECG monitor, and that's a totally valid reason to go with the Series 5 over the Series 3. But for the most part, you'll be getting the same features on both watches, and they both also come in LTE versions for an additional $100. Over 2 years of wearing the Apple Watch Series 3 almost every single day, the internal battery hasn't shown any signs of diminished battery health. I'm still able to get the same day to a day and a half battery life with the Series 3. Whereas with the Series 5, the main selling point by far was the always-on display. But is it really an always-on display if the battery isn't good enough to get you through a full day? When the Series 5 first released, I did end up buying it, but I just couldn't justify the purchase as an upgrade. If I turned off the always-on display, I could easily get up to 2 days worth of battery life. But that's not the reason why I bought it. The main incentive to get a Series 5 was always the always-on display. That's like buying a new Ferrari and never driving it because you're afraid of running out of gas. It just didn't make any sense to me. I usually wasn't able to get through a full day with the watch face turned on. Whereas with the Series 3, I was usually ending my days with around 45% battery life, so huge difference in the battery life department. Both watches are capable of running watchOS 6, and this is what I really appreciate about Apple over other OEMs. You can confidently purchase older Apple products knowing that you will be getting software support for at least the next few years. With watchOS 6, we now get new features for the Series 3, such as activity trends, menstrual tracking, and my favorite, an on-watch app store. So you're directly able to download apps to your watch without having to pull out your phone. With watchOS 6 being readily available for the Series 3, it makes the Series 3 feel like a brand new smartwatch. If you go on Apple's website, you see only a small number of watch bands available for the Series 3. But don't worry, every band that Apple sells for the Series 5 is compatible with the Series 3, whether it be loop, leather, Hermes, stainless steel, whatever you prefer. So if you are like me, perhaps the biggest reason to buy a Series 3 over the Series 5 is the money that you are going to be saving. Despite the always-on display and the design overhaul from the Series 3, the upgrade isn't all that exciting, and the purchase just can't be justified. Right now, I'd buy the Series 3 over the Series 5 and save that extra money for next year. Next year's Apple Watch release is rumored to feature sleep tracking, a way better battery, smart bands, and virtual buttons. So that $200-something you save this year could be money well spent next September. Now let's play devil's advocate for a second and flip the script and talk about reasons why you should buy a Series 5 over the Series 3. With the launch of the Series 4, 40mm and 44mm watch sizes were introduced, and this continued with the Series 5. The extra millimeters is definitely noticeable on your wrist, and you do get more screen real estate. It is about 30% larger than the Series 3, so you do get more feel when you are using that watch face that you admire so much. Not to mention, it has nice rounded corners, so the full screen clock and photos look great on this thing. In terms of design, there's no question about it, the Series 3 is definitely outdated. but it's only noticeable close up. If I saw you wearing an Apple Watch from far away, I definitely wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the Series 3 and the Series 5. If you love having color options, then you'll love the Series 5. The Series 3 is only available in silver and space gray aluminum, but the Series 5 comes in gold, ceramic, titanium, and stainless steel. Of course, you'll have to cough up the extra bucks for the options. And lastly, I wasn't going to mention this, but I figured some people might find it useful. Storage isn't usually a concern when it comes to picking out a watch, but times have changed, and these are smartwatches. With the introduction of a new on-app restore, you might find yourself downloading a lot more apps than ever before, and these apps require space. On a Series 3 non-LTE version, you get 8GB of storage and 16GB if you choose to go with the LTE version like mine, of which only 5.5GB are available for storage. So if you throw in some music and a few podcasts to your watch, storage can fill up rather quickly. So yeah, if you think you're going to need that extra storage, the Series 5 is your best bet since it does come with 32GB of storage, which is more than enough for your watch apps and music needs. My only regret with purchasing the Series 3 is that I should have gone for the non-LTE variant rather than going for this red dot, because I never use LTE. I don't ever find myself in a situation where I would leave my phone at home and just go watch only. I'm not an outdoor runner or anything like that, so clearly I should have saved a few bucks and gone with the non-LTE variant. But yeah, overall, I would definitely go with the Series 3 over a Series 5 at this very moment. Or hey, even better, if you do have the patience to wait till the Series 3 comes out, then by all means be my guest. That is pretty much it for me. I'll catch you all in the next one. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it till the end, you are a real one. And as always, don't forget to flex with your tech.